have Dallas with me. She needs to go over shit with you. So, yeah. Would you rather just come to VPD? You're not going to be arrested. What is VPD? Vinewood Police Department?
Mm-hmm.
I think.
The main one at
Yeah, let's not
361.
do city. How about Grapeseed? Would that work? Dallas?
Yeah, that would work.
Yeah. All right, let's do Grapeseed. We'll meet you there, love. Bye. Yeah, it's at 800, I think, or 700, something like that. Yeah, I'll see you there. Right. Okay. Yeah, if you ever need anything to do with them, I can kick their ass and get away with it.
Fucking perfect. That's what I like to hear. 989, I'm headed out. I will see you guys in a bit.
How do you like the new hairstyle?
I love it, actually. Oh, shit.
Sorry.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
We're gonna grab my car.
Yeah. Thank you. I feel like fucking Sansa Stark.
That shirt, actually, I have a similar outfit, actually, funny enough.
Great minds think alike.
Oh my god, what happened to my car?
It looks amazing.
Does it look good? Because it doesn't look good for me.
It's just jet black to me.
Alright, well, I'm gonna fix it anyways for my eyes.
And for,
This is a really cool car.
thank you for your service? Question mark?
Okay.
Yeah.
I know I'm still on service, I just have to go deal with some bullshit. So, BCSO?
I have no idea. Just the Grapeseed Police Department.
Yeah. Like a glove.
Hey, you know, if it fits, it fits.
If it doesn't, we try one more time.
Add more lube.
Oh my god.
I mean,
when you need lube, that's fucking crazy. Oh my god. I knew we'd be
I
good
said
friends.
add more lube.
I know, that's what I'm saying. When you need more, it's just like, goddamn, what did I do to deserve this?
It sounds like a good time to me.
It does, 100%. It's like that fucking, I woke up when all the racks got messed up and I had a fucking huge piece on me, if you catch my drift. And everybody, I woke up in BPD because I fall asleep there a lot because I'm always working on paperwork. And now everybody calls it the Class 5.
Oh my gosh.
They're like, honey, you could bring that Class 5 out and just scare the shit out of people for traffic stops. I'm like, oh yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Just like, we're gonna need to do an internal search.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Flirting with you guys. That is fucking. Who's your favorite one of us to arrest?
Definitely people that don't use my name against me, I'm gonna say. That's why everybody calls them, that's why I started getting everybody to call me Dallas.
That's fair.
Because it got disgusting, actually, like...
Ride along with Dallas. Sorry, it was radio. No, that is disgusting. Fuck that.
I don't mind it when we're, like, when it's just, like, hanging out, like, we go to a bar or whatever, and you have, like, a side comment about my name and shit, but... when I'm pulling you over for a felony stop and you're like, honey, does it taste like honey too? And I'm like, okay, you're getting a couple of fucking months added on, I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah, no. People don't understand that you can be nice to cops and probably get off on a warning. Or you can be shitty to cops and get the book thrown at you, because trust me, we can find things to charge you for.
Yeah, we can.
Did you go all the way past?
I always do, trying to go to BCSO. I always think it's in Toledo. It should be in Toledo. It should not be in Grapeseed, in my opinion, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, no, I fully agree. Totally
where the Dallas thing comes from, and then it's worked out in my favor so far.
Yeah.
But people definitely think that I am just an officer most of the time, which works in my favor a lot of the time.
I mean, honestly, I can imagine.
It's fun to just be there, be like, that fucking police officer, that officer did this, this, and this, and they're like, that's the assistant chief, and they're like, they just shut up, and they're like, she's what?
Yeah. That's hilarious.
I don't know why they chose me, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Fuck, he loves his jogger.
I know.
God damn it.
Hello.
You and this fucking jogger.
Hello.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This is the reason you get your shit pushed in all the time, bud.
What do you mean?
It's the reason From targeted you in the first place.
Well,
Fucking
it's his
idiot.
fault.
No,
He is.
I think he's an idiot, don't worry.
Yeah, I know. I assume I'm allowed to follow you. I assume that's the reason
Yeah,
why.
yeah. Y'all are allowed to follow me. I just need your side of things as well.
Alright. Okay, so...
Let me see that arm, Maria. Come here.
Which arm?
The one that I took, and the other one that I fucking built you a prosthetic elbow for, please.
I'm sorry, what?
You should not be on the fucking... You should not be walking around. Who let you out? Did she
What's
sign?
that?
Did you guys sign off on that? Did she sign off on being able to leave?
I think that was her. I think she signed up.
I just ran
signed
away.
off
I
on
ripped
it.
the stuff
I'm
and
her
ran away.
doctor.
Oh my god, take off the jacket. Let me look, please. Anything hurt?
I'm a fellow.
I know you're a felon. Let me look.
Ta-da!
Oh, it's clean. You mind if I touch?
What the fuck happened?
What do you
Oh.
think happened?
A cougar attack.
A cougar attack.
No, it wasn't a fucking cougar attack. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I know. Fucking.
Damn,
It
it
was a
looks pretty
cougar
good
attack.
actually. Are you getting any phantom pains? Or was there enough
A little bit of phantom pain here and there, but
here and there?
you know,
When you get them, does it feel like you have you can
I tried scratching my nose and then I didn't feel my fingers and I realized I was using the wrong arm. Does that make
but
sense?
you can feel your fingers, right? Like you can the muscles are flexing?
Yep.
Fuck yes. Okay, cool. Let's see this other arm.
Okay.
The elbow looks good. It's bruised.
You're gonna
though.
replace that one too.
No, she could just keep my prosthetic. She could probably elbow you now and not feel a fucking thing too.
You just gave me a bunch of bad ideas, ma'am.
You could hurt
Hey,
people
that's
with
like
this
my
thing.
entire-
It's titanium.
That's my entire life.
I have titanium elbow.
Yeah, I told you you're almost you're cybertronic out here, basically.
Wait. You gotta
I
get
am a bionic bitch.
vibrating. You have to get a vibrating finger attachment.
That's what I was
Oh.
saying. That's what I was
Damn.
saying.
I'm getting a cyber arm. Something like that.
Who's building it for you? Because if you can still feel
Connie.
your fingers, that's such a good fucking thing.
Connie's working on it.
Oh, I love her.
Good.
I love her. She's got a warrant
she's
for
making-
her arrest, mind you, but I love her.
She's
Oh, shit,
the.
what did she do?
What did she do?
I can't tell
What
you.
did she
but
not do?
What doesn't she do, honestly?
Oh, it looks
Alright.
like... Oh, that's just...
All right, so tell me from the very beginning what happened, and then.
Okay, hold on. Before you begin, I'm trying to help you, bitch. Still lives rent free in my head.
I was trying to help you. I should send you a doctor's bill for saving your fucking life, you bitch. Not you, Maria, him.
I literally hit you with the baseball bat in the back of the head. You didn't go down. I was like, oh shit, she's like it.
I was like, shit, go down, bitch. Forget that happened, please. But no, tell me what happened, Milo, from the beginning
All right.
of the interaction with him, because those text messages are
Mhm.
absolutely fucking ridiculous.
Mhm.
I'll
So-
kill him if he doesn't get out of that fucking office.
So when I got
I'll
so
go grab
when I
him.
first got the call, he was like, "You got 5 minutes to get to VPD, or I'm putting a warrant out for your arrest." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And then and then he started texting me.
Oh,
And
that's
let me
your
just read you
office?
verbatim
Mhm.
what he texted me. I can
I
send you
thought it was a break
I've
room.
got
I'm
screenshots
sorry.
from Rock.
Okay. I'll. That's not all of the screenshot. Well, but like it basically starts out the same. With,
Well, send them all to me because I'm about to rock his fucking world.
So the first part is 5 minutes, Mr. Milo. 5 minutes of like, and then it was, what are you talking about? Then it goes into the screenshot saying, "This is SAPD. You have minutes to turn yourself in at the VPD second floor before we place a warrant for your arrest." It's like, I don't know what you mean. I just woke up. I've been in my apartment this entire time. And he was like, "This will be cleared up at the VPD failure.
Four
The
for
refusal
three to
will
99.
result in action." And I was like,
Send it.
what do you mean? I haven't done
You said
anything,
you're
and
busy,
until you tell
right?
me what I allegedly did and have proof of it, I will treat this as an abuse of power. And
Jesus Christ.
we
Alright,
were
never
just
mind
hanging
then.
out and shit, and then someone was getting attacked by a cougar, and we shot the cougar, and we're about to leave when he pulled up and started trying to arrest me, which then a cougar attacked my friend Torvi, and instead of helping her, he got uppity and wanted to place me under arrest instead. So Torvi's boyfriend had to take her to the hospital because no one was helping her out, bleeding while she was bleeding out. But then he said, "I'm placing you under arrest," and I was like, "For what?" And he was like, "For speeding and running away in a vehicle." It's like, "What do you mean? You don't have any proof of that?" And he was like, "Well, I had your license plate of your car and saw your face on camera." Which, how could he?
He has body
You know.
cam.
But the car I use is like my main car is a drugger, which has no license plate, so that's a downright lie. So I was like, "How could you? My drugger don't have one." And he's like, "Oh, well, now I got you admitted to it." It's like, "Yeah, because you fucking texting me because you know I have a drugger."
Much better.
You know what I mean? It's like,
Mhm.
obviously you're placing blame on me. And how do you know it wasn't just somebody trying to, like, either? It's like, I don't know. Yeah, impersonate me. Like, anyone could have their fucking, have a drugger look like that. And I have a lot of people who don't like me, so, yeah. And then he placed me in the back of his car, and, well, you know the rest from there.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I
hope
was
that you and
hoping
Leo
it was
work
a little
out.
bit less in depth than that, but fuck.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll
You
get
can
it sorted out.
707 to
But you can see why I was
989, you
like,
still have the suspect's
obviously him texting
communication
me and
equipment,
all
yeah?
that, like,
Yes, I
he
do.
would have never been able to have his body cam
We need
would have
that.
never seen
You
my
come-
face if I.
Everything sorted?
No, we need it. She's requesting to call a lawyer.
Okay. Give me a few minutes.
Like, if I allegedly ran away like he said, he would have never been able to catch a glimpse of my face in his body cam.
Well, I've chased you myself and have had you on body cam, just so we're clear. But you
Did you
do get
chase me?
away. Oh, I've been on your ass a couple of times, baby. Don't worry about it.
I don't remember this.
But this will be dealt with. That is not appropriate police conduct. Yes.
Yeah.
If you ran a red light and they lost sight of you, yes, we can get a warrant for you. Yes, that is something we can do. But texting you about it is definitely not correct conduct, and I will figure it out.
I have to go. Dallas, thank you. Milo, I will see you later.
All right.
Oh.
Be safe.
All right, but no, this is perfect. I appreciate it. I have it all written down here. Maria is another thing.
Please don't arrest her.
No, I'm not going to. Like, fuck. I almost feel camaraderie with her now that I've taken her fucking arm. But
Also, sorry for hurting you if I did. I don't feel sorry for hurting Frumpy Dumpty.
you almost killed him, so feel proud.
Yeah.
For me, I just got an antler in the stomach. That's all.
Sorry about that.
No, all good. I think we're even. Considering I fucking sutured your carotid back together.
Oh boy.
You were
Yeah,
fucked up. You lived through 2 full megs. I watched the footage of it. You lived through 2 full fucking megs. A police
like I said,
issued.
I'm a brick fucking wall. You know that is my normal how I look normally, right?
I know. But no, be safe, guys. Thank you for this.
I will.
Thank you
I'll
for
make
the
sure.
thing.
I'll make sure to wear masked up clothing in the city next time I try to get rammed.
All right. Hey Maria, do me a favor and stop getting pulled over, baby.
What
I mean, I'm not gonna get pulled over. I'm just gonna run. Allegedly.
No, her. I want her to stop getting pulled over.
Oh. I
That's
mean, tell
easier
that
said
to
than
From.
done. It's always From who pulls me over.
Yeah, well, stop fucking. Do me a favor and stop fucking speeding. How about that?
The last time I didn't even speed.
I know, actually. I pulled up the speed traps on it, so I'll get that figured out for you too. Don't worry.
Thanks.
Your
Oh my
arm's
God.
still on ice, by the way, if you want to bury it.
Maybe we should
Actually,
hook
I
it
would
up.
like my arm.
You can ask for it. Just talk to Enzo.
Yep. Thank you.
Alright, no worries. See you guys. Uh, 989-76 to VPD.
10-4.
Hello!
Hello.
Was that the lawyer?
Yeah, but he said he had a call, so he walked out.
Alright, cool. I'll come back and grab him.
I don't see you.
I'm up above you, mama. The lawyer is here, but here is all of her stuff. I'm gonna go grab him.
Okay.
you above me?
I was, yeah.
Oh, I thought I was hearing the voice of God. Is
Oh my
she
God.
okay?
She's okay. Yes, yes. We're just she wanted to call her lawyer, but if he's here, we'll bring him down and we'll get her sorted out.
That her lawyer or a public defender?
I think it's a public defender, but I'm not 100%. Who do we have here? A friend?
Well, I don't know who that is.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How can I help you?
I was just here to inquire about applications.
Oh, well, if you walk up to that front desk there, you can fill one out. And then
Alright.
somebody will be in contact to get you sorted out for an interview. And then later on down the road, if the interview is completed, you'll be invited to Police Academy, and we go from there.
Right, no worries. Yeah, I just wasn't
Perfect.
sure of the process, so I've already left one there, but didn't know whether, like, what
Oh,
the
what's your
follow-up
name?
was, so... Casper. Casper Whitaker.
Oh, yeah, I saw it. Have you had your interview?
No, I haven't heard anything yet.
Would
Just
you
checking
like
in.
to? I am Assistant Chief Honey Dallas, and I can do it myself if you'd like.
Sure, if you want to do the interview now.
We can. I just need to deal with somebody that we have in holding presently, and I can get you sorted if you are comfortable here. Do you need anything to drink, eat?
I'm all good for the moment. I'm alright. So yeah, deal with what you need to. I'm all good. I'll wait here.
Beauty. I'll be back. Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Are you here to assist Miss Elena Bond?
I am, but I'm not quite ready yet. I apologize. I'm waiting for my paralegal to arrive.
Ah, no worries, no worries. I'll wait for you in the lobby.
He's still out there?
He's waiting for the paralegal. Hi, baby. What are you doing?
Oh, that's why he was outside.
What are you doing, baby? Hi, baby. What are you doing? Hi, baby. What are you doing? That I was at? Yeah, you did. I showed you, twat.
Is it a light crew in here?
When I was with Sorsha? Yes, yes. When I was Sorsha, remember? Can you come in as Catalina and do a fucking interview, please? Yes, please. Please, I'll go down on you tonight. Will you please? His name's Casper, too. I need him to be hired, just so I can call Casper the Friendly Ghost. Oh my god, we got a whole entourage going on here?
Hey, thanks for
Back
coming.
up. Mm-hmm.
Thanks for coming.
Yep. Hello, Mr. Stone.
Hey, how are you, Mr. Hardaway? Sorry. Esquire.
Esquire. Okay, just you two?
Yeah.
Yes, just do it.
Wonderful, wonderful. I'll bring you guys down to holding. We don't have her in a jail cell, of course. She was being more than cooperative. Really appreciate that. And we just got her in an interview room for you guys. Do you need
Okay,
anything? Any drinks, food?
I'm good. You, Mr. Stone?
No, I actually had a nice dinner with the wife before you called me. Got here as
Oh,
soon as I could,
wonder-
Mr. Hardaway. Sorry.
Oh no,
I
you left the
appreciate-
wife at home after dinner?
No, she's here. She's here.
Okay.
She came with me. Yeah. I had to like get a suit on, rush here. I just got this
Understood.
paralegal gig. I'm trying to.
Understood. We're headed down to the holding. Okay.
You got it.
Gotcha.
All right, we have the lawyers here. You can escort them. Let me know if you need anything. I'm gonna do a. I'm gonna do. We've got Deacon Stone and Mr. Hurley.
Okay, gentlemen, follow me.
What's that?
Have we verified
It's
bar?
Mr. Hardaway.
Yes, Hardaway. There we go.
Hardaway. Yeah.
Right,
Yes.
Okay.
So they're definitely bar certified.
Well, I know for a fact Deacon just got his paralegal here. So, do you
Yeah, I'm
just for S's and G's? Let's get your They're supposed to be given a bar ticket now. We're supposed to look for it, but I saw you in our chats here, so I have to assume.
Are you talking about my bar certificate? Is that what you mentioned?
Yes, please.
Yes.
And this is, by the way, this is Carter. He is going to be the arresting officer on this one.
Gotcha. I have my bar certificate back in my office. It is around the corner.
No, that's okay. Send it to me via email, please.
Okay.
Carter, go ahead and take attention of this. Thank you so much, Schultz. I appreciate that. Definitely something I always forget.
Yeah, they sound normal.
Alright, everybody good here? Need any drinks, food?
You just need Elena free.
She's got her lawyer down there. It should be fairly quick, especially since she's been here for so long. Time served and all that fun stuff. I can probably push them forward for. So.
She doesn't need a record at all. Clear her name.
I mean, I think she's got a couple of speeding, but who doesn't really through this
It's
city,
normal.
for real.
If you don't, then something's wrong with you. It's called
Yeah, I
learning.
Agreed.
I don't have any speeding tickets.
No,
You
I don't have
drive?
a single one. Yeah, I drive.
You know what?
I've only
Let me
got
look. Let me look.
Oh, wow.
Don't tell Deacon. I don't want to
Police
die.
brutality.
Oh my God, please. That was misfortunate. That was misfortunate. What's the last name? Let's look.
Valentine.
Oh, I should remember that one. I think we have an IA ticket open on you.
A what ticket?
IA.
What's that?
She had quite the statement to make about one of our officers.
Yeah, I still do. Fuck her.
Internal affair.
Yes, internal affairs. She's right. She does not have one single ticket.
I don't think I have a ticket either, to be honest.
I've got one.
Oh my God.
Okay, everybody's getting it now. Everybody's getting it. Your first day in city?
Huh?
No, on my birthday.
On your birthday. I was like, first day in city, and you didn't say that to them, and they didn't give you a walk? That's bullshit. I'll get rid of it right now.
I don't think.
To be fair, I was sort of like driving crazy because I was like, shit, I'm late for my own party.
Oh, well, at least you weren't drunk.
No, I would never drunk drive.
I love to hear it. Thank you for that. You have no idea how many people do drunk drive around here.
I mean, I've drank the occasional couple of glasses of wine and then take a little Sunday drive, but everyone says I drive
Yeah,
like
but
a
have you been
grandma,
6.6 though? Like, I pulled somebody with
so.
the blue 6.6. I was like, did you drink? Like, have you been drinking in the car? Like, hello.
Not since I was back home. I used to drink all the time. But the thing is, I never had a license until a year ago. So I never drove. So
Oh my God.
ultimately, I didn't have a car. I didn't have a license. I didn't drive. So I could get away with doing all that since I'm not driving.
Just walking everywhere, having your spinnies. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, I'd be driven a lot of places typically.
What the fuck? Okay, makes sense. So somebody will be up here to let you know what's going on. If it takes longer than 15 minutes, as is our like standard here, because there are so many people waiting on her and the legal team down there. So let me know if you guys need anything as well, and we'll kind of go from there.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Casper, you can follow me, bud. Come on.
All right.
All right. I'll just bring you in here. You can have a seat.
Oh, the door's locked.
You weren't fast enough.
Always the way.
Right. Go ahead and have a seat. I'm gonna just bring up some paperwork. All right, Casper. What was the last name again?
Didn't catch that.
What was the last name?
Whitaker. Whitaker.
Perfect. And your phone number and Discordia, please.
Phone number, give me a second. Right, phone number is 213-147-4340. And Discordia. Oop. Where am I? Yeah, write it down on paper.
Yeah, you can use your outside voice if you'd like. Beautiful. What shift would you be open for? EU, NA, or AU?
I'm more likely AU. I can jump around a bit.
Perfect. Let's start easy. Tell me a bit about yourself.
Well, originally from the UK, I've lived here, oh god, just over, well, not even just over, 26, 27 years now. Came over here, pretty much entered academy and became a police officer in San Fierro. Transitioned around to Los Venturas, and now I'm here. So yeah, that's all I can think of off the top of my head.
And about you specifically?
Oh well, I mean,
like things that you
yes.
like, what you're interested in.
Oh well, I mean, being a police officer is pretty much been most of my life, so hobbies have been pretty hard to find. I do like my music. Enjoy games. just, whenever I can have downtime, just trying to find something light to do, some reading.
All right, perfect. And what is your availability, like days and times you're most active?
Pretty much weekends would be alright. During the weekdays, a bit tricky. It can be a couple of hours.
Awesome, awesome. And why do you want to work for SASP?
I mean, I come here hoping that hopefully with all the work I've done in the past, I'd finally get the attention of the FIB. So figure if I'm closer to their headquarters, I can finally get some influence their way.
Well, you are not wrong. I am a commanding member of FIB, so your interest is duly noted. Would you prefer LSPD or BCSO, and why?
Well, I don't really have a preference. I've worked, San Fierro was mainly city. Los Venturas is kind of a weird mix of both. So I don't have any major preferences. Whichever needs the most people, I guess.
Ah, that's what I love to hear. How do you handle stressful situations?
I mean, I guess just taking it slowly, really. Anything that's going too haywire, it's just processing everything bit by bit. If you take it all at once, you tend to blow up more than anything. So just keeping control, breathing, thinking things over, and if you can't do it right in the instant, just waiting till later to debrief and process it all later.
Uh, what is the highest position you attained at your other police jobs?
I was an investigator, so detective more than anything. A lot of the work was kind of a mix of things, investigation and kind of some undercover work. A lot of just kind of breaking up gang stuff. Los Venturas has a heavy gambling industry, so kind of dealing with the casino crowd's not easy work.
No. They're very pretty pictures with very sorted backgrounds.
Ooh, yep.
I am picking up what you're throwing down if you're catching my drift. But do you know what the use of force matrix is? And can you describe it?
Yeah. Obviously, the first one would be about its presence, right? I'm trying to remember it all off the top of my head. Presence. So obviously, the way you approach someone, the way you speak to them, if you have to raise your voice, that's the first kind of level of threat. So trying to intimidate them down, basically. And then you step into more non-lethal tactics, things like batons or tasers. And then heading into weaponry, you got lethal weaponry like pistols and escalating up into shotguns and assault rifles.
Perfect. Can you explain to me what probable cause is?
Probable cause is when you have supporting information to give you the proper reasoning to believe that someone is in the process or has committed a crime. So if you don't have that, you can't really proceed with any sort of arrest or investigation. You need something to back up your suspicions. So that's probable cause.
All right, and reasonable suspicion?
It's when you don't have the evidence, but you have enough kind of insight to believe that they are ready to do so. It's kind of just the step before probable cause, or really.
Wonderful, wonderful. Do you know what the case law Tennessee vs. Gardner is about? And can you explain it in your own words?
Trying to remember that one off the top of my head. Tennessee versus Ghana. It's the one about search rights.
No.
No, I can't remember that off the top of my head. Tennessee versus Ghana.
That's okay. It is something that we will bring up, but essentially, it's about the use of force.
Oh, of course.
What is deemed permissible for somebody that decides to flee on foot?
Oh, right, fleeing suspects. Yes. It's that idea of shooting someone in the back if they're a massive danger. Obviously, you don't want to do that.
Exactly. Okay, so I'm gonna give you like a situation, and I want you to pretend you're already a uniformed officer and tell me what your steps would be. Okay.
All right.
So you're patrolling down in Little Seoul, and you hear shots erupt around Red Line. What do you do, and what are your steps?
Well, first it'd be to identify where the shots are coming from and get to a safe location so that I'm not in any danger. Because obviously, if I'm shot and down, I can't really help anyone else who may be. Then the next steps would be to try and figure out where they're coming from and how many shots, if there's any sort of suspects in sight, and call over the radio for any backup if needed. And approach slowly, weapon drawn, of course, so I can return fire if they start firing at me. And basically try to lock down the scene and provide as much information to any units that are coming in for backup so that they're not going to get shot as soon as they arrive either.
Wonderful. Do you have any other jobs?
Not at the moment. I've been doing repossession work, but that's about it.
Okay, so for your onboarding and that sort of thing, are you interested in any lateral positions, ranks? What I mean by lateral positions is like, would you be interested in joining Major Crimes Division, or you've already mentioned FIB, so I've written that down. But are you interested in reaching a certain rank?
Not particularly. I mean, just, obviously if my skills dictate it, then I'll end up in the rank anyway, so there's no real push for anything other than just doing the best work I can.
Perfect. Do you know your blood type? And if you do, what is it?
I don't know my blood type, actually. Should get that checked.
Yes, if you are onboarded, it is something that we require just for medical staff because we work very closely with them. And if you are a rare blood type, they want to make sure that they have it on file. If you witnessed another officer violating policies, how would you handle the situation?
I'd report it to a superior officer, unless, of course, it's a superior officer that's doing it. Then I'd have to probably go over their head, if I can. I believe there's probably a procedure in place to follow, so I'm hoping. So, yeah, I'd just try to inform superior officers about what's going on and ask them about what the next steps are and offer up testimony if need be.
Okay, wonderful. How do you plan to maintain your physical and mental health while on the job?
As I said earlier about the managing stress, really, it's just taking that time, where I need to step away and debrief my emotions so that I'm not just constantly working the job and being stuck into that negative mindset. Obviously, if I overwork myself, then I'm just going to explode anyway. In terms of physical, I do a fair bit of walking and cardio, so that's kind of how I've kept myself lively and spry as much as I can.
Wonderful. Are you comfortable testifying in court, and how would you prepare for it?
Yeah, I'm comfortable testifying in court. Preparation, I mean, I would just make sure what points I need to deliver are ready to go, and so when I get to the stand, I'm not going to flounder and flub everything, and just be prepared for any questions that come my way, and just try my best to be completely honest and open about what I can divulge in court. Obviously, I don't want to give out any confidential information, but where it's necessary, I will do my best to be, as I said, honest and forthright.
Perfect, perfect. If you could improve one aspect of law enforcement, what would it be?
Ooh, that's a tricky question. I mean, obviously, the stress would be nice. I mean, I think there are definitely ways that we could, approach the public better. Obviously, there's a lot of secrecy involved in this job, so trying to be transparent where we can is always a plus.
Okay, wonderful. So the next couple of questions are basically just to perceive your how articulate you are, your personality, things like that.
Okay.
So how do you describe the color blue to someone who cannot see?
Well, it's a cool color, so I describe it as giving off a rather cold type of feeling, an emotion. Someone who couldn't see, I'd focus on the emotional side of it, as well as maybe things that are blue that they could hear, things like the ocean. I can't really hear the sky. Um, yeah, just focusing on describing it as a cool color and one that evokes um, calmness, maybe a bit of sadness as well.
All right. Do you like pineapple on pizza?
I don't. I'm not heavily against it like some people are. I mean, if you want it on pizza, have it on pizza. But I'm not. It's not my forte.
All right, perfect. How would you explain the concept of time to someone who has never experienced it?
Oh Lord. Um, I'd probably use the kind of example of aging, just someone going from baby to old. Obviously, as that's time passing. That's a very tricky question.
It is, yes, yes, yes. And if you had to describe yourself in 3 words, what would they be?
Oh. You've really stumped me with this question. I limited to 3 words with that. I would say understanding, approachable, and logical. Even though "and" is a 4th word. I guess rule breaker should be in there.
I won't put it in there, but I appreciate it. As the assistant chief, um, breaking the rules is not what I expect, but if you have a good head on your shoulders, thinking outside the box is something I expect, and I hope you can read between the lines on that one.
Absolutely.
Do you consent to a physiological exemption? And do you consent to the actually, never mind on this question because I wanted it removed. Do you consent to a psychological debrief, and do you consent to the SASP receiving the results? With
Yeah.
that question, we only get the results as a briefing, not a question by question basis. So just for your privacy, I want you to know that.
Yeah, of course. No, I'd be consenting to a psyche eval.
Wonderful. Do you have any questions, comments, concerns for me?
Not off the top of my head. No, I think I'm all good at the moment.
Wonderful, wonderful. So I will just take your number down. And I'll pass mine off to you just in case questions do arise. So let me just get my phone out here. And then we will go from there.
So I missed that first bit. All I heard was, and then we'll go from there.
Oh, well, I said that I will pass my number along to you as well as take yours. You can reach out to me if you have any questions or concerns.
No worries.
Perfect.
Let me get that number for you. There you are there.
Perfect. Let me escort you out. 989 to 424.
Go ahead.
What's the status of our suspect?
She's pleading not guilty, and the lawyers are gonna fight the warrant due to.
Alright, you have a good night.
They said it contradicts
You too.
itself.
Thank you. Good luck with your shift.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. Can you come and give the peanut gallery just a little debrief that they're still working on this? Or send somebody to do it? I don't
Where
care. They're on the first floor. They're on the first floor.
"424, can you return to the interrogation room with Miss Bond's personal belongings?"
Oh, did she get stuck?
She might.
There she.
Be straight with me, Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Was that trial by fire?
It was trial by fire. Yes, it was.
Alright, I figured. Whoever wrote that arrest warrant needs to be talked to, though.
I think whoever, whoever put the warrant into our warrant system, that needs to be tightened up really, really much so.
Yeah, because they kind of ate us apart down there. Based off the warrant. I didn't write the warrant. You can challenge it in court if you want to. That's what I said a lot.
I'm so bad with
Because they
like,
made a
politics.
bunch
I
of
just
really
can't
good.
fucking do it.
They made a bunch of really good points about that warrant. It was like,
Yeah, it was fucking terrible.
What did they say?
well, they just fucking
It
ripped it
contradicts
apart. Like,
itself.
you can't have a warrant for trespassing without being arrested, without being charged by a cop for stands, right? But they weren't charged by a cop for stands, so you can't have a trespassing warrant.
We
'Cause you can't
can
be
with
trespassed.
sufficient suspect, or not suspect, what the fuck is the word? With enough people corroborating the story. What are their names? What are those people? What's that? You need a cough drop. I didn't hear you. Not suspects. What is the word? Why is it leaving my brain? Witness. That's the word. Thank you. Fucking Christ. Where is 801? Her shit's fucked up. Is it not? Is it me or her VC? Yeah, it's bugging.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
So much fucking wood. That's how much.
There you are.
I was whispering. There you are, Dallas.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh.
They fucking quoted the wrong fucking case too, so you guys were looking at the wrong fucking shit.
801? That's not the wrong shit. That's the rest
No,
one.
It's 817.
Fuck. I swear, I might be dyslexic.
He wrote 801.
I thought it was 801. Are you serious? It's 817?
I think so, but I might be dyslexic.
Because there's two cases about it. There's two cases about it.
Is there? Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on 2 seconds.
Yeah, Elena Bond more trespassing 801. And then trespassing Elena Bond 817.
Yeah, okay.
But I'm pretty sure the warrant is based off of 801, not 817.
Here it is, 801. Yeah, we had enough witness statements for this to go through correctly, but fuck. Now I'm gonna have to get rid of this warrant.
Well, hold on. Don't get rid of the warrant.
Well, it's not active anymore. We've arrested her, brought her in. It's just not active anymore.
Okay. I mean, I'm
Except
wrong.
they've only put 3 options in here. There should be an option for on hold. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's my thing, is like, It's not over. We still have to go to court, and if they don't show up for court, then the warrant goes back live.
Yeah, I know that. I'm just saying it needs to be put on hold so that the next person doesn't actually go into that arrest warrant, Carter. Put in that you have arrested her and spoken to lawyers. Just put a brief statement in there and then update 801 for me, please.
Update 801 in what sense? What do you mean?
Yeah, just update that you have arrested her. Interrogation proceeded with lawyers present. And then anything that happened in there in 801, and then for the warrant state the same but in like way lesser detail, that she has been detained and it's awaiting a trial.
We gotta clean up our warrant game, though.
Oh fuck, you have no idea.
They fucking ripped that warrant apart.
Mine's beautiful. The warrant that I have on Connie is fucking beautiful.
Yeah, no, I
Wait,
kept
there's a
an eye
warrant
on
on
that.
Connie? When did you put out a warrant on Connie?
February 20th.
Fuck.
Oh, fuck.
Come on now.
I pulled her over the other day, and we saw her earlier today.
What the fuck?
We
I seen her the
were
other
dealing
day.
with like dead people on the side of the road and like a massive, like almost 2 mile long traffic congestion.
Oh,
okay. If it's any solace, Dallas, she put in an IA complaint against me when I pulled her over because I let her go without a ticket.
So she complained that you didn't give her a ticket?
She complained that I was what's her complaint? That I was rude or something like that?
Yeah, it was about the way you were conducting yourself at the traffic stop, but everything she does, everything she says, I take with a silo's worth of salt.
Yeah, imagine getting a complaint filed against you by somebody that you let go without a ticket. That's fucking goddamn it. I'm never doing that again. Fucking Connie, I'm arresting her next time. I will
seen her-
impound her car.
I seen her the other day and I called out because I was off duty. I hopped on tech 2 and called it out, but no one responded. So I was like, all right, whatever.
She's not hard to find. Black and white Dominator, flying through the city, blaming it on headaches. That's her.
Honestly, just look for any vehicle that looks like it used to be a police department vehicle.
At what point can we catch her with impersonating?
Impersonating
When she
what?
puts lights. When she puts lights.
Impersonating an officer. She's driving a black and white car.
When
with the
she
officer,
decides
with
to
the...
use it for police business. I've looked for things to fucking catch her on that piece of shit car.
I'm gonna impound it. Next time she flies past me, I'm impounding it.
Do it.
Wow.
Well,
so get ready,
it's been
IA, 'cause
fun.
it's
Maybe
gonna
I
be
should go off duty.
What the fuck we got going on here? What we got?
Apparently
We
they're
got a
just
community
chilling.
building outside.
I mean, they can chill. I mean, it doesn't do anything.
No, I know. It's good.
Oh God, no! I'm gonna go punch Jesse.
You're gonna punch Jesse. Hi, Jesse.
Yeah, just because it's fun.
I'm gonna get arrested for murder.
Who
who's the Casper person? And did they leave already?
You took way too fucking long.
Well, I didn't know how soon it was.
Me.
Okay, if you're gonna be like that. What?
Oh, wrong person.
What are you picking me up for? What's up?
Me.
What? Why are you being a pain? But
because you're mean to me.
What? How am I mean to you?
You're mean to me.
How? How? How am I mean?
Just are.
Oh, you really talk to me when I try to talk to you. How am I the mean one?
Because I'm mad at you. You left for 30 years.
Oh my god, and I literally talked to you about it, and you were fine, and now you're mad at me again?
Can you just move to the left just a little? Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. Could I run?
Yeah.
See, I don't have mine.
I have
I'm gonna try to put my weapon
Okay.
Police station. Mine's in my locker. Okay, I don't have that one. Y'all didn't give me that. have
Don't do that.
beanbags?
Don't do that.
You have
I
one of
don't.
these?
I don't want more complaints.
We do have those.
I love beating people with it.
We can catch all this on the CCTV. So I'm just trying to play on the safe side here.
There you go. Like this better. My
Where
arms
did you
are
get
being weird.
the cool extendo?
What?
Drone?
Beanbags might be a bit much at the moment. Beanbags are a little bit harsh.
What?
Someone was actually killed, like downed with a beanbag shotgun.
Wait, when?
During training or something. Down one of the officers, I think.
Huh?
I don't remember.
They
No, not earlier today. A while ago.
they must have been hurt prior.
Anyways, I'm gonna get
I
my
think I can
car,
take
go
it.
up the grape seat, and go clock out.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was gonna say. I can
Don't
take
you
it.
fucking dare!
Why?
You're gonna do that in the damn garage.
Alright, let's go.
Please don't. Please, I'm begging you.
Why? It's testing, dude.
Gonna have.
It
Okay,
can.
I currently.
It literally it downed people if it was like directly in the chest, and it's almost a one shot in the face.
Yeah, I can be one shot in the face. But anyways, don't do it.
Asher.
Why are we beanbagging people in the face?
Still, don't
Until
do it
trained
right
for
now
cinemass.
with the SOPs that are still
Yeah, they
being.
just happen to hit directly in the face by chance.
Look, just don't do it, okay? Please.
Of Ash pulling her hair out.
It's already known. Don't hit someone super close up, and don't aim for their face.
Give me a beanbag, Kraken. I can be trusted.
No.
I'm not a cop, so I'm not under your
That's
purview.
Are you the one that brought donuts
Still
the other day?
unauthorized equipment.
Yeah, still authorized equipment. You would have to go to
the
commissioner.
donuts were not mine, but yes. Yes, I was. Yes, but like, I can be trusted. Y'all already gave me a taser.
I mean, yeah, I trust
Well,
you, Jesse, but we still can't give you one.
tasers are an issue thing. No, tasers were given to security and to some EMS personnel for their safety. Because they're not legally allowed to have a firearm at any point on the job. But a taser is fine for protection if they're as long as they're certified. No, we have to hand them tasers. Like it's the same tasers we're issued. Yeah. We know exactly how many tasers are given out and to who. And tasers can do a lot of decent harm for someone who even has a gun, depending on the circumstance. And your level of training. Yeah, because with the confines of pillbox, there's not any areas that you're going to be able to shoot like straight through, even with the door. There's a lot of fucking door.
I mean, Most people tend not to shoot at us. I mean, I've been attacked a handful
Hey,
of times on my
Ashford.
clock, but you know,
Ah.
these things happen.
Give me 20. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I just wanted to fuck with you by giving you a supposed command. What? I was joking!
Mm-hmm.
This is cute.
I go to the gym every day, so yay.
Yeah, so do I. This is cute. All of you are cute. That's adorable.
I mean, fuck, we gotta stay in shape.
No, yeah. When I was a cadet, I literally used to just like run around the room and run up and down the stairs because it was nothing to do and I couldn't be taken out because cadet at the time. And I would just sit here like doing push-ups and sit-ups and whatnot.
Yeah, I literally have a routine. I'll wake up, go to the beach, or like go up on a hike on Grapeseed and just go fucking work out in the middle of the fucking woods like some Neanderthal.
Right. Oh my god, we got to get a tour of the palace. It's fucking cool.
The what?
It's a new business.
Yeah.
Club.
Yeah, Hot had to be closed down, so she was given the palace because Hot was causing too many issues. Headaches and falling through the floors and stuff like
I
that.
am well aware of it. That's why I never went there.
It's gone?
Yeah, Hot's gone.
Yeah, Hot is
I
gone.
can drive down Vinewood now? Holy
Yep.
shit.
And then let me put a business there. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Help! I don't care if
Help!
they're
I need
racist.
help! 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 I'm scared. Help! Please help me. She won't get away from me. She is making me feel uncomfortable. Get away from me. I said 3, 4 times, get away from me, and yet you won't get away from me. You have problems, you dumb bitch. Get away from me. Get away from me. Back it up. I asked her, get away from me. She's like, no. And I said, get away from me. And she won't. She's refusing to listen to my. I speak. Tell her, get away from me. Get away from me. It's the red-headed officers. It's always the red-headed
Yeah,
officers.
I know.
Who?
I think she's mistaken you with somebody else.
Oh, she's confusing. Is that Shauna?
It's someone else. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that Shauna?
I've never seen that person before in my life.
And I don't like the
Shauna,
officers.
right?
I don't like the station.
Your name's Shauna, right?
My name is Shauna. Nice to
Yes.
meet you again.
I'm Honey Dallas, Assistant Chief. That's Officer Schultz. They do sound very much alike. I have confused them as well, but that is not Suave. Just so that we're clear.
Pardon me. I just want to talk to Deacon.
Poor thing. I do not want her to be scared of coming to the station. 100%.
Yeah.
Oh man, give me a minute. I'm just gonna let Deacon know that she wants to talk to him.
Oh. Yeah, I hope
sir.
he feels better soon. I really didn't mean to spook her. I just saw people in the lobby. I wanted to come help.
she's mistaken you for Suave Schultz. And
Yeah.
Suave disrespected her, and that's the easiest way I can put it at this time.
Yeah,
Considering
it was terrible. Like I was here. It was
Yeah,
crazy.
I'm sorry.
No,
To
no,
pass
no,
my
you're good.
condolences.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's going
She
to
would
be
like
handled.
to speak to you, though. She would like to speak to you. Shauna would.
Okay.
Sean, are you okay?
Is she okay? Can I approach?
Yeah,
I don't want to freak her out.
Is she okay to talk to? It's not the same lady. All right, let's go. All right, we're gonna go. I'll tell you what. We'll go. We'll talk another
I
time.
can put my hands
Be
up.
careful.
No,
be
it's okay.
safe.
Yeah, you guys have a good one. It's better if we just leave. Trust me.
Okay, be safe.
All right, have a good day, you too.
What the hell?
That
I feel
is,
bad.
I feel bad too. I definitely don't want her being afraid.
Yeah, she was freaking out.
Yeah, I don't want her to be afraid.
I saw
to be
people
here.
gathering in the lobby. I thought I'd come talk to them, and I helped out whatever they needed.
Of course.
And then she was like, "Get the fuck away from me!" And I was like, "Well, I really can't do that, so I just have to stay here." Whatever. I hope she feels better. Maybe I can turn the tides on the red hair. Because me and Suave have very different red hair. Mine is very bright and vibrant. Suave is not so bright.
Yeah, sure.
Let's go for a drink, baby.
Okay.
We might have dodged a bullet on that one.
Oh, maybe.
She was
What do you mean?
pissed.
Yeah. Yeah, she was starting. So wait, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Is that even a two-seater?
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's hot. Oh, you got that one. Okay, give me a moment. I'm just gonna put it away at the casino. Eh. Where are you going, baby?
For a drink.
Okay. Today was busy. Like even on my side of things, they have to this question. Have you heard about someone named Lacey passing away?
No.
Okay.
That was weird.
Yeah. No, I gotta investigate some things on various different sides. It also seems that certain city folk are trying to take over a lot of government jobs.
Trying to police themselves. Yeah, I heard.
Yeah. As far as we know, we don't have one in PD just yet. This apple looks cute, baby.
Thank you. I've lost a lot of weight.
Oh. Have you not been eating as much, or just a lot of exercise and work?
A lot of work and exercise.
I see. Oh! Oh my god, baby.
Holy
That was wild.
Did you see that sexual jump there?
Hi.
Absolutely. It was super hot.
Are you okay?
Yeah. We're good.
That's actually
Surprisingly.
the first question. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm fine. Okay. Yeah, we can sit anywhere, honestly. I just need your version of events, essentially, because I'm pushing your treatment up to IA, and I need it ironclad.
Sure. I don't know Blacklist is open.
Who was your arresting officer?
It is now.
Okay. Never mind. Let's go inside.
Oh, fuck yeah, I need a smash burger with extra pickles right this minute.
Okay. What was your question?
Who was the arresting officer?
There was like
Shit! Give
5
me a second.
cops there.
Hello.
Hi, Dallas.
What's up?
What's your name?
Hey, Class 2 cert win.
Catalina.
Class 2 start when? Shotguns, I believe. Let me just double check. Why?
I'm not asking what guns have class 2s. I'm asking when can I take the class 2 cert?
Officer 2 and higher.
I was
Uh,
looking forever
Dallas,
for
come on.
a little cute jacket, and then
I'm
I saw
HSU.
this
I'm
in the shop,
officer
and I'm
2.
like, I had to.
Yes, I know. You could take it. You could take it now if you'd like.
I still
Are
can
you
look,
here
if you
tomorrow?
don't mind.
Oh
Yeah.
no, go ahead.
We'll slam you through it
My
tomorrow then.
thing is, I don't
Cool.
care
I
doing
know
like copies of luck or like steals
424
or
wants
whatever.
to do it as well.
My
so.
thing is, I just
Perfect.
like enjoying different looks and ideas with people.
Hey, can Jesse do it?
Personally.
I thought 424 did it already. Like Jamie,
Yeah,
right?
especially
Jamie
with,
did
like,
it
the
already.
different colors and stuff like that.
4 for 3 to 424.
And like, you know, and people.
Are you class 2? You took that without me, you motherfucker. Alright.
Yeah, but who did you say? Who else can?
I asked if Jesse could do it. Medic 3.
No.
she
I mean,
wanted
he
a
can come for
smash
sure,
burger,
but.
Oh, he can come to the class. They just can't get
Baby,
certified.
you wanted a
Yeah.
smash burger and what?
Okay.
Extra pickles and a tea.
I know.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm just making
pickles
sure.
and tea.
So yeah, perfect. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I gotta hang up because I gotta shoot this. Oh,
Okay,
never mind.
okay, bye.
The nettle tea, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Nettle tea, smash burger, extra pickles.
One nettle tea, so then you have whatever you need.
Do you remember exactly who arrested you or what they look like?
There's like 5 cops there. The 2 names that I remember is a Flowers and an Austin or an Andrew or Alexander.
Austin's
sort of an
perfect.
A.
Yeah.
And then there was a sergeant
Mhm.
who actually arrested me. I forget his name though. He spoke too fast for me to catch his name.
From.
I don't believe it was from.
No, From was
but
on
honestly,
medical.
I could not.
Okay. No, all good.
Mr. Frum was in the hospital.
I didn't laugh at that. Keep going.
So first they detained me. They read me my rights before they detained me. They put me in the car. Afterwards, they talked to Yuki, who was there at the time. They reviewed the footage. The sergeant came up to me and said, "I have bad news. Looking at the footage, we're arresting you." Read me my Miranda rights. Took me down over to BDSO over in Sandy, I believe. No, that's
Grapeseed.
Grapeseed. Thank you. They put me in there. I said
One
I
extra
would like a
pickle
lawyer.
smash, one nettle tea.
About 2 hours later, Livia came. She tried to get me out. I don't know exactly what she argued. She said that she could not. Then she called Beauregard. About another 2 hours passed. Beauregard came. He talked with the with myself and also with the cops. He had informed me that based on the footage, he believed that no judge would be able to look at it and reach any verdict besides guilty. So I pled no contest.
No, sorry. How long were you in there again?
About 4 hours.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Did they give you time served or what happened?
They gave her 5 months of community service.
5 months of community service, which is then extended to 10 months of community service because for some reason when I got to Liberty Square, they thought that I was escaping and they added 5 more months onto my service.
Jesus Christ. Okay. What was your community service? What did they make you do?
$100 fine and then picking up trash at Liberty.
Okay. All right. So my advice: get a lawyer, somebody you trust. It doesn't have to be Beauregard, because I wouldn't trust him as far as I could fucking throw him. But that's my opinion, not my record on the line, right? And get this thrown out. It is absolutely ridiculous. What were you arrested for in the first place?
Aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
Who'd you assault?
A person who tried to run me over with a car.
Was that out here
And
outside
assaulted
of
her
Blackbird?
beforehand.
So no, it wasn't at Blackwoods. It was at Noir. So the TLDR of events, somebody came into Noir, immediately started to assault me. I, defended myself. He ran outside. I ran outside with him because Yuki was also in the store. I wanted to make sure he did not come inside. I went to go speak with him, try to get his information so I could report the situation. He then swerved his car into me. He missed me. I pulled out my firearm and I shot him.
Sounds like self-defense to me. I don't know why a judge would look at that any other way.
Apparently, according to the footage, there was something with the footage. I forget what they said. That basically they were under the determination that I went out there with the intent to kill him before he got in the car or something along those lines. I don't know.
Yeah, so based on the footage, it looks, but again, it's windows and such like that can also like change the movement of where things are. But as far as you can tell, the car doesn't move. But the thing is, there is skid marks on the floor. So there's the question: how is there skid marks on the floor if the camera shows that he didn't move the car? From our point of view, that is, it makes no sense.
Well, that's what I have a problem with. So
I
normally,
even the thing is, I even stated this and told them time served, and they decided to do what they did.
like, does it have a license plate number? Because if it has a
For the
license
car.
plate number on the
License plate number.
footage, she could even probably read out the license plate number. But the situation is, there's no other footwork involved. It's just, oh, a camera said this. But where's the other suspect? Where's his questions? Where's anything done?
Well, the other suspect, I shot him in the head. So.
Okay, then never mind.
I don't know if like he's still alive or anything like that, but as soon as I shot him, the car kept swerving and he ran into a building. So.
The director was a friend of my maternal grandmother, and the director's daughter was a good friend of hers in high school.
Yeah.
Due to that, Mom was inclined to trust her, and it all fed right into her insecurities and guilt as a single, working parent. So for the next several weeks, the same thing is happening.
Sorry, I'm just writing this all down. Yeah. Follow my advice. Get a lawyer as soon as possible. Because the treatment of you, I don't like to say. I don't know if you know who I am, but I'm the assistant chief. And I'm working very, very hard for our public view to be way different than it fucking is right now. Like, the amount of people that see us and just run because they're either scared or done trying to be nice with us is absolutely unacceptable. And what happened to you is absolutely unacceptable. If I could remove that charge myself, I would, but I can't. So
well, is there even any point to do so? Because as soon as I pled no contest, they told me that I could not appeal it.
There is now, because that lawyer didn't help you. Like, I would get a different lawyer and tell them that you feel the advice that you were given was incorrect, and that you absolutely didn't deserve the charge that was presented. And yes, I would try to falsify the advice given.
Can I pull you aside for a sec, Donnie?
Mm-hmm.
So, and then they're going to say, because of the fact that at the end of it,
Scotty kept pushing on her and the lawyer to go with no contest because he said he was told that she could appeal it. And I'm like, that's not the case. From what I was told by the commissioner, they plead no contest. As far as it is right now, they can't appeal it.
I
In
know
California
that.
law, yeah, you can something.
I know
But
that. That's why she needs to make this a case against the advice she was given. It's bullshit.
No, yeah, because the thing was, Scotty was pushing it, saying, "Oh, they need to do no contest, and I'll do, time served or minimum." If she does not guilty, he was gonna make her do the full fine and full time.
So that would have went for her anyways. Like, that's it could have went for her, and she could have got restitution for that. Like, she should still look for restitution in this. I shouldn't be having this fucking conversation, but I am, because of how passionate I am about getting our public image fucking renewed
No,
here after Edwin, so
Yeah, and I told Scotty multiple times, I was like, look, you should do time served. He's
okay.
like, well, the point is blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, no, you should have done time served.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so I'm resolute in what I said. Like, just from what I've heard and what was just told to me, you need to get a lawyer. Tell them that you think the advice given to you was absolute garbage, because it was. You being forced, coerced actually into pleading no contest puts you in a realm that gives you this record, right? This will follow you. It needs to be removed. And like it stops you from doing a lot of things, like work. If it becomes like, it's public knowledge now, right? Like, if you were a mechanic or a fucking bar clerk, even then people can fire you on this stance alone, right? I
Well,
don't
as far as work
foresee
is
it.
concerned, I feel very secure in my employment. Yuki already
Uh,
told me that he's not going to fire
Yeah,
me over
Yuki
this.
won't
I
fire
work
you.
at
I
Cypher.
know that, but if you
Yeah.
It's a
if
good
it gets
argument.
pushed, it's a good argument, is what I'm saying, right? Like, and even
Sure.
if you did plead not guilty and they force you to do those hours in jail, there's restitution, right? Like, you deserve restitution for this bullshit, in my opinion. And I want to state very clearly, I should not be having this fucking conversation with you. I'm only doing it because I am very much, again, trying to change the public outview on the police department at this time. Like, I have tried my hardest ever since being an officer and seeing the type of things my higher ups were doing and getting away with, right? Like, I've in this position because of a lot of fucking hours and a lot of work with the public. I can walk into a place and have people actually want to talk to me, not run away from me, and it's been from very hard work. Like, I had to work
No,
under
and I
Edwin for too
appreciate
long.
that. And just so that we're clear, I don't have a negative opinion on all officers. I'm friends with a lot of them too who work in BCSO. I'm friends with Ashford, who's an IA. I know that there are officers out there who are trying to do good things and that they are responsible. Um, my issue lies with the processes and everything like that. I have an issue that I was held in there for 4 hours just simply because I asked for a lawyer. Um,
Which, isn't there a time limit on that, or is
There
that just open
is.
ended for 24?
There is.
There is. We can hold you for 24 hours. We can. If the charge is deemed like, it has to be a major felony. Right? Like,
Mhm.
there's rules against that. We can hold you for 24 hours. But even then, it's a choice. Like, you're going to be here for 24 hours. You want to hang around, or do you want to, go take a nap in the cells, right? Not you
my issue
being.
was that if I had taken a nap, I would have missed the lawyer I was waiting for.
Yes. If the lawyer said he was coming and he took that long, that's
Yes.
unfortunately on you, right? Like, you decided to wait. But when the lawyer did show up, he wasn't there for your best interest. He was adhering to a police officer, which, unfortunately, like, we do we do like to arrest people, right? Like, that's what we're here for. It's not like, and we want to do it the right way, of course, and he thought he was doing it to the best of his knowledge and has been discussed differently now, but he's not a lawyer, right? So, again, if you want to pursue this, I will help you, but it's up to you.
Not any time in the next couple of days because if I'm being honest, due to the events of yesterday and the events of today, I'm very emotionally tired. Um, but if it will help, I suppose put some boots in some asses, then sure.
Well, I'm gonna be putting my boot up a couple of people's asses regardless. So, it's just up to you. I just wanted you to be fully aware that you can contest this, and it is something that will follow you. And you do have a time limit, right? Like, you have, I believe it's 2 weeks to decide whether or not you want to get this sorted, and then it's 6 months before 6 months of no active anything, a speeding ticket, fucking littering, anything that you can get it expunged. So it is up to you.
I mean, if I'm being honest, I don't do criminal activities anyways.
So
So, I mean, I'm not going to get something else on my record, and the employment that I have that I don't see going away anytime soon aren't going to fire me over this because every single place I'm employed at is on my side regarding this. But with that said, I do appreciate you still trying to, give me my options and let me know that there is something that I can do, and especially that there is someone on the higher up who also sees that what was done probably wasn't correct. That in and of
100%.
itself is reassuring.
Perfect.
But to be perfectly candid with you, I don't see a point in going after this because any benefit that can come from it isn't an issue in my daily life.
Perfect. I'll just boot some asses then for you, and hopefully this doesn't happen to the next person who isn't as
Hopefully.
resolute as you, right? I can guarantee when I'm around it won't fucking happen, but
Of course.
unfortunately I wasn't, so it's something that I have to pick up the scraps on.
No, I understand. And like I said, I do appreciate it. I wish you the best of luck. Honestly, just knowing
We'll
that
get there.
there's something being done internally over there, that's really all that I need to hear.
Perfect. We'll get there. Bess, where's your honey?
Hmm?
Where's your honey? I took her on a ride along today.
Oh?
Yeah, she was very, very upset.
Oh, probably upset with me.
Yeah, she was. But I took a bullet for you.
Hey,
Oh.
I was told I couldn't be a lawyer, so
A lawyer? Why?
because of I don't know.
Your past, or because of? Oh, that sucks. Because we need people on this side of things for certain things.
And I was an attorney general stateside, so
I still don't.
that's what I was
Still
told.
dumb.
So I literally just sat there and was like, okay, and just basically crumpled up my fucking bar exam and tossed it out the window.
So because
that's
you
why
were
I
an
decided
attorney
to
general,
apply.
you can't be here.
No, it's other things.
I think it's just that they don't think that he's qualified, unfortunately.
Maybe. I don't know. They never
I
really
think it's
explained.
dumb.
So basically, I was like, fuck it, I'll just because I've been actually fighting off for the last like 6 months to even put in an application for BCSO. Because I love law. So.
Well, we'll get you sorted. It might be nice to have somebody that knows the other side of things too, right? Like,
no, 100%.
Because we're getting our fucking asses kicked in the Warren area. Shit. Well, I'm not. I fucking know what I'm doing, but
That's why I showed up yesterday, even at Grapeseed. Was I was trying to remind them of things, and like nobody wanted to listen. It was like, hey, like I'm actually a concerned citizen. You should stop for a second and actually listen.
You don't understand how much I was arguing with them, and they would not listen to anything I said.
The Milo thing is
like
actually pissing me off.
Yeah, the Milo thing is irritating, but no, I sat there arguing for Bryn for that whole situation on her side of things because of things I was able to nitpick from the video and such like that, and the arguments that could be made, and they just went ahead with the decision I told them they shouldn't do.
Well, that's the thing. So it was a cadet
Yeah,
that did the arrest. Obviously, he wanted that to go through everybody else because it was BCSO that
Well,
actually
it
did
wasn't
the
a
arrest.
cadet who did the rest. Like I said, it was like
That's what I was
corporal or
told last
sergeant
night.
or something.
No, yeah, literally, yeah, it was the higher up because the higher up has to confirm anything.
Oh, okay, so it was just somebody just not wanting to be wrong and looking bad in front of everybody.
Uh-huh.
Because that, no matter what, even if she did shoot somebody, that is classified as self-defense. The man tried fucking vehicular manslaughter and fucking she shot. Granted, it was in town limits, but still, even then, that's self-defense. She shouldn't have even seen behind.
And
the
was
gun.
it wasn't,
No, that's
what
what
kind
I
of
said.
gun was it?
A marksman pistol.
Oh,
It was a hunting rifle.
Yeah, they haven't been classified yet, but
It was registered with the police ages ago.
No, I know, but it
Yeah.
still hasn't been classified as the problem, even though it's registered. It's something that should be fixed in the next couple of weeks, so that'll be helpful.
Well,
Because it's going to
even
be
then,
set up under the Walter, essentially.
even then, that's not technically her
Her
fault
issue?
or her problem. That's governmental.
That's the
So
government that didn't fix that.
I know.
Sorry.
I'm not stupid. I get
I know,
it.
we know
nobody's,
you're
nobody's
not
saying that.
stupid.
I'm just in that mindset right now of lawyer mindset. So I'm just like,
No,
no, all
Okay,
of this shit
actually, I got one for you. Give
Hmm.
me 1 second. Let me pick your brain about this bullshit, because I'm fucking chapped.
If it's about Milo,
No, I've already dealt with Milo. He's
okay.
fine. He will be fine.
What the hell happened with Milo?
Is she allowed to know what I'm about to say, or?
I mean,
Mm,
Jace, you're not a officer. So, Jace, wow, I'm so fucking tired. Vess, you're not an officer.
No, but what are you specifically asking?
Like what?
What happened with Milo?
How pissed off he got? Can I say that? Like, does
Oh.
she know him like that?
Is your girlfriend good with it?
Oh yeah.
Okay, then
Yes.
that's absolutely fine. Every single one of us is in the know.
He fucking raged and completely tried to murder from. And from emptied 2 fucking mags into him. And if I hadn't have been there, I'm pretty sure he would have died. His fucking girlfriend would have died too, that bitch. Ugh.
Well, if it is an actual thing, then it needs to be brought to the full length of the law. It doesn't matter who or what he is. The
I
law's
agree.
the law. We still have to deal with that situation as well.
It's gonna be dealt with, don't worry. It's just deciding whether or not we do it FIB or in everybody's eyes, and that's what needs to be figured out.
I could just bring him in for you. Doesn't need to be a raid or anything like that. I could
That's
just
what I'm
grab him and be
thinking.
like, "Hey, this is the thing, but like the law is the law. You know this, and everything's looking against you. So it'd be best
The
interest
funny
for
thing
yourself
is-
and everything else to go in."
The funny thing is there's absolutely nothing on him. That's the fucked up part. There's
Well,
no there's no the report that I have has
fine.
nothing in it.
Then what was from going after him?
Well, apparently
traffic
From
stop?
hadn't filled it out yet, but he had ran a red light and let me out! Hurry! Let me out! Let me out for a second.
You're looking over.
Yeah.
Vess,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
door's locked.
This way, she's assistant chief.
Bye!
Away we go!
You know what's so fucked up though? Oh shit. I thought she was grabbing a gun. Damn it, woman, I thought you were grabbing a gun. Come on inside. They're coming in.
Marks.
What the fuck did you just say?
What? No, from the car. There was
Anybody
like
else coming in with
burnout
you?
marks.
Oh yeah.
Bryn, Lucas, and Ulfric are down the way.
Like
They'll
I
probably
sent
be
you
here
the
too.
video.
Bryn has keys and so does Lucas.
But
yeah,
no,
I
you're
don't
free to
know.
go if you want, Mama. Just ask me any questions you need. You got my number
Bryn, you're
now.
right here.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
we're
And
gonna
you have
kick
mine if
people's
you have any
asses, though.
clarification on anything.
Yeah. I'll be putting my boot up somebody's ass for sure. Well, multiple
Okay,
asses.
perfect.
Hopefully
Send me a
not my
picture.
ass.
Let me know if there's
Your ass too,
an
just
interview
because.
at any point.
Okay.
But,
Well, fair enough.
my suggestion with that was
But yeah,
until
like
that
I said,
report
I appreciate
is,
you coming to talk to me and giving me that sort of reassurance. I'm exhausted, so I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I apologize for being I guess Irish goodbye.
All right, see you.
Fine.
Have a good one, everyone.
Yeah,
Be
sleep
safe.
good, sleep good.
Sleep good, Bryn.
Alright. Okay, that is a warrant. That's a warrant, Vess. That's a warrant they wrote.
For what?
Yeah. Yeah, you tell me. What I texted you, that's a
Who
warrant.
wrote what?
What I texted you, that is the warrant that they put out.
Now I'm fucking confused.
No. They're like
Wait,
you,
what?
Ovan. You can open. Shut the fuck up for a second, baby. Ovan, open up your MDT there, and look at the warrants. Look for Elena Bond, and tell me that that is the most bullshit you've ever read in your life.
Oh yeah, I've already looked at that one.
Who
and
wrote the warrant?
I don't know right now.
I can tell you who it is.
Unless if it is authorized by a judge, that warrant cannot be put through.
It is authorized by a judge. It was
It
authorized,
is.
but it has absolutely none of the right fucking information or anything to help another officer try and like
To me,
know
I
what
think
is about.
I think it's the wrong warrant, but that should be a warrant for like, oh, it's the fucking word.
So
summons. It should be a summons warrant.
Mm-hmm.
And that way they can question her, because that's what it's stating, is they want to get further information regarding her intentions.
Yeah,
so that
because
should be a summons.
there's no warrant for questioning. It's a summons, and
Yeah, I mean, so honestly, the charges on here don't even go.
tell me
First off,
tell me mine's beautiful though. Tell me mine against Connie's beautiful.
what one?
The other one in there, that's mine.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
that's definitely a summons. And then like they can technically detain her on it until she gets a lawyer, but that would be a summons to
In
court.
fairness,
or
I actually
the
got
police
kind of
station.
pissed off when they started like fine toothing your fucking request. I was getting fucking heated.
I loved it. I love a good challenge. So
But yeah, I don't know if you guys could get more information from me on that, since like the whole thing was
information for what?
For what I am. That's what they're saying. I can't go in the
I would
DOJ or anything
I
about.
would love to actually. I'm very confused about that.
So I am very, very confused. I'm like, that's less stressful being in a courtroom than getting fucking shot at. What are you fucking talking about?
Hello.
Hello, ma'am. How you doing today?
I am doing well.
Good, good. I have 2 stupid questions for you if you have a minute.
I might have 2 stupid answers for you. Let's go.
Fuck, I love it. I love it. Okay, first one. I'm not sure if you've heard yet, but I feel like you have. A warrant against Miss Elena Bond.
Mm-hmm.
I just read it, and I just figured out that they had arrested her for it.
They did, yes.
It shouldn't be a warrant. It should be a summons, in my opinion. Am I correct in that?
I mean, yes and no. It could have been a summons initially because she had not been previously warned about a trespassing case, but she was informed multiple times to vacate a private property, and because she did not have to, and I believe law enforcement had to step in order to remove her from the premises, it is fine to charge her with the misdemeanor after the fact. So there's not
like
really a whole lot.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a misdemeanor. The fact that they want to take it to court is a little off for me, but there are people involved that are kind of difficult to argue with. So I'm just gonna let them do what they want, and then Belmont's gonna shut it down when it gets to court. So they are in for and I'm just going to be completely honest, the lawyer taking the case is my brother-in-law. I won't be able to sit in on it because of that reason. But they are in for a treat, because I don't know if you've met Mr. Belmont yet, but he is a force to be reckoned with. So if they are insistent,
a
then
warrant of mine and challenged the
yes.
shit out of me. So I like
Yes.
him. I like him a lot. It
He is
teaches me things, right? It teaches me.
he is yes he is great people. He is extremely smart, he is extremely knowledgeable, and he is very very good at his job, but he is also very intense and very serious. And the fact alone that they're going to take a misdemeanor warrant all the way to court is definitely going to be something he looks at with a side eye. So they can have fun with that. I more power to them. Have a good time.
I will be sitting in on that. It will be fun. Second question.
Mhm.
I have a acquaintance, I wouldn't really call him a friend at this time,
Okay.
that is wants to inquire about why he was declined to join your ranks. Is there a process for that?
Do you know what his name is?
Yes, Ves Gilmanar, Gilmanar, something like that. Hold on a second.
Mhm.
I can't say people's last names, except for my own. It's Dallas. It's just easy. But it is. Yeah, Ves Grimner.
I can tell you that I have seen 0 applications come across that have that name attached to them. So if he's telling you he was declined employment, I believe he is not being truthful with you. I have access to all of the DOJ applications and all of the bar exams as well, and I have none that have crossed with that name.
Okay, and could this be before you came into your?
The document that I have has everything up till the very point the DOJ opened way back when, even when it wasn't really doing anything. So
Beautiful, beautiful.
yep. There is on the big government website, there is a new help wanted, I guess, notification in the I believe it's the applications thread. And if he looks there, all of the relevant links to the bar exam if he wants to take it and the official DOJ application are there. If he thinks he potentially turned something in that didn't get looked at, he may have had an incorrect link previously. I would just let him know to fill it out again. Do another one. I know it kind of sucks, but because we're rebuilding, it's kind of one of those things. So
Yeah.
and I will personally take a look at it if I see it.
Beautiful. This is segued into a third question then.
Sure.
I am personally taking under wing getting a police academy started.
Wonderful.
I have gotten the help of Quinn to
Mhm.
discuss with us, well, most cadets and solo cadets that like her stance as a public defender and that sort of thing.
Mhm.
But I would like to kind of implement something with somebody a little bit higher up for if they ever get brought into court and that sort of thing, like some kind of education on how to ready yourself for that and all that fun stuff, because I have found a huge lacking stance for a lot of my officers at this time, where
Okay.
a lawyer comes through and they're absolutely just gobsmacked. They can't talk to them. They have no idea how to conduct themselves. And
Sure.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I would absolutely love some help with that if you are interested.
I am, yes, very much so. I don't know if you've met Mr. Hubris Hardaway. He is my brother-in-law. He works at HDH Law Firm. Would also be willing to come down and assist and kind of let them know, since he is a private attorney, kind of how they handle things. He does some cell reps and things like that. He's the one that did respond to Miss Elena Bond today. And I believe that he would be more than happy as well to come down and just kind of let them know exactly how he approaches things. Maybe even do a little bit of a mock cell rep with some of them if that's something you're interested in.
That is 100% something I'm interested in, because I've
Perfect.
broken it down into 5 phases. First phase is just trying to get to know them, seeing if we even want them a part of the fold, and then the second one
Mhm.
is it's going to be just in classroom Mirandization, force matrix, all that fun stuff.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
then move on from there. So that would be perfect. I will
Yeah.
reach out to you a little bit later with
I know
a better
nobody wanted to
format,
listen
and
to
I'll
either
reach
of
out
us
to
Okay.
him
because
as
it was
well.
annoying.
Perfect. Yes,
Freaking
absolutely. That
annoying.
sounds great.
Thank you. Talk soon.
Absolutely. Yes. Have a good rest of your evening.
I literally had a whole conversation in that damn office with literally flowers and Adams and was like, no, like, do fucking time served, and they wouldn't listen.
Yeah, that went on.
And then the
far longer
excuse
than
was,
it
oh, it's for the cadet. No, that's fucking dumb.
What did the cadet
No,
learn?
the excuse that we
Oh,
got
to give
was
a jet experience.
as soon as she requests a lawyer, her time it stops until the lawyer. I'm like, that doesn't fucking make sense.
No, no,
Because
no.
No,
what if
that's
a
not how it
lawyer?
works.
They have an option for a 30-minute interval, so they can sit there for 30 minutes, then they get asked again, and then there's another 30 minutes. But like, she should have been given the option. Like, the lawyer is taking a long time. Do you want to go to jail and then contest this afterwards, or what have you? It's 30 minutes.
That's what I told the prosecutor when she came out to talk to us last night. And I was like, you guys should just send her. Well, it's out of my hands. No, it's not. You're the fucking prosecutor. You have every right to step in and be like, send her to fucking jail. That's it. Yeah, she has to wait for a lawyer, but the lawyer isn't showing up. As far as you know, there is no lawyer, and she just lied to you extended fucking period.
Okay. P.S. Apply for DOJ and redo your shit again. Because I just spoke to the assistant chief judge, and she's never seen your name. She looked through the database and everything. She has never seen you.
It was in outside sources. I was about to finish it up. That's why I said I crumpled it up and threw it to the side.
Yep. Fill it out. She said she'd be
So,
more than happy to take a peek at it, and she will take a personal interest because of me.
okay. Because I think that would be better suited for you guys as well. Because, like, I'll just walk in there and be like, no. If it's a full up bullshit thing, no. Like
100%.
that
Well,
Bryn's
as soon
thing
as I
should not
work up
even
the
fucking
ranks,
happen.
I mean,
it'll be
the whole
easier
thing
too.
of Brynhild, like, she was defending a coworker.
Oh, I know. I've already discussed that with her.
Yeah.
It is not. I never want to see a report like that again. I'll tell you that.
And
I do,
then-
however, want to see reports like yours every single day.
I was talking to Brent earlier. I was like, I must have done all right because I asked her to take a peek at them, and I haven't heard anything back. So
Yeah, it was like 2 hours after he'd asked you.
Well, the only thing that I was worried about is the diffusion of that
The
tripwire.
grenade bombs?
Because we do not have a bomb unit, and you taking that under your wing is a huge liability. But other than that, fine.
God, it was so
Yeah.
hilarious. That was so hilarious. I was
Well-
bothering the fuck out of all of this.
So I know Bjorn had EOD experience from a prior city, we'll say. So he was the one that showed up in the EOD suit. I had requested him to show up. So he was concerned about getting in trouble for attempting to defuse, and thankfully he was successful because 2 Russian grenades would have made a mess of old Bjorn. But
And a lot of the block.
no, it would have
I'd
messed
just
up
take out.
It would have messed up the inside 35,
Mhm.
35
wouldn't-
meter fucking inside the store, but
It wouldn't have even damaged any
Blowing
of the
gas
walls or
type
nothing.
makes things
No.
go boom.
And that's if the gas is fully connected. So, but this warrant, I'd say, like my suggestion would be figure out who
can tell you who
accepted
wrote
that.
it.
Doesn't matter about the writing; it matters about who accepted it, and then send it back and be like, "Hey, like this should be a summons, not a warrant." So that way, it would be less of a mess and a hassle, because they'll definitely say something about that in court, and then that could mess you guys up. So, and bind everybody up involved in it.
Well, the charges in the fucking warrant are wrong anyways, so hey, it's already fucked. Congratulations.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because
Criminal trespassing? There is no criminal trespassing. It's felony trespassing or trespassing in RPC.
But that's what I'm saying, though, is everybody's going to jump the gun and be like, a warrant, and then see their name and be like, oh, you're coming in with us, and then they're going to sit in a cell, and then they're like, well, what do we charge them for? Because all we're doing is asking questions.
And to hit them with even felony trespassing, they have to have been trespassed from the property beforehand anyways. So you can't just jump trespassing to felony trespassing because it hasn't been an issue. All right, they went in there. The morgue says, "Hey, I want to trespass this person." All right, now you're trespassed. You go in there again, you can be charged with felony trespassing. Stay the fuck out.
Literally, my paperwork as a cadet or even a deputy at that point would literally just be like, yeah, so I questioned her. These were her answers. Here you go. Pulled her over. Just question her in her car and let her go because you can't
Times
hold
are-
her on that.
Yeah, it's that warrant isn't gonna fucking go anywhere. I saw it and just kind of shook my head at it, and I was like, yeah, no, this.
So yeah, all the young bucks that are going through their cadet phase are going to be jumping on it, and that's just going to bind them up, teach them wrong how to do their shit. So, but yeah, I'll fill that out then and put that in. But I don't know. I'm torn because I want to help change everything for the best, but I want to be a cop again too. I miss my squirt shirt.
I love my sweat car.
I do not miss ambulance trucks. Those must be some pretty intense anxieties.
They're going through the MDT.
I'm so confused. So I was looking at the thing regarding Elena.
Wee. Did you hear what happened to Storm?
No. What happened?
So I don't know if you knew, but Storm has been targeted by From Brimming for quite some time.
How long has he been targeting Storm? Because he shouldn't be targeting Storm at all.
For weeks, ever since Storm had an incident with himself and another officer, where Storm was very clear with him, but both officers had no idea how to understand sign language. So he had told them apparently repeatedly that he does not like getting touched. He's more than happy to agree with them. Yada yada yada. But From kept pressing him, and
So they put their
unfortunately,
hands on him nonetheless.
they tried. Unfortunately, Storm punched them both and knocked them out cold, and ran.
I'm sorry, but that makes me happy.
That is a very strong boy, I must say. So ever since then, he's been targeted by them, by From. I was able to talk to the other officer because the other officer is just like Storm. But Storm, I guess, the other day was just minding his business, trying to do the repo job because he's been keeping his nose clean for quite some time. I've been keeping an eye on him because of
Because I
Silas.
asked him to.
So he was
Silas
just
and I both asked him, just be careful.
Yeah, he was just trying to do the repo job all by himself and just chill. And apparently he was going like 6 above the speed limit, and they pulled him over. And later on we found out why From bothers him so much. But he told an officer that From sounds exactly like somebody that used to like rattle his cage, and that he's the one that took his voice, so he's absolutely terrified of From.
It's understandable.
But I mean, I think he should get some kudos or some like loving because he apparently, with some help from Siren later in the day, but apparently stopped himself from raging.
Oh, glad. Yeah,
More than once.
Ovian, myself, and Si's all been trying to help him out.
But yeah, he very much is hates From, and I hope he doesn't have any kind of like mean spirits in his, because he should not be chasing after him. That is something that I've taken care of. Storm is going to become a very intimate FIB person just because I did get to learn a bit about his background. Apparently he was kidnapped at a very young age and
Mhm.
tested upon for his whole life. So,
That's why he doesn't have a voice.
And was like, give her time serve,
oh
get her the fuck
god.
out of
And
here.
and
Like,
I
stop
that's
hitting
why
her.
I with
Because
it's
by the
Storm
time I came
and Nick that's
um,
normally here. I'm
I was
really
sitting there
overprotective
for
of them
like
because
another
they've been through
hour
some
and 30
shit.
minutes when
And
Poor
she
I
was
had
baby.
finally
and I had
she was
forewarned
finally
Storm
charged and
before
everything.
to
It was
if he didn't understand
it was
them, then to
literally
ask for help.
3 hours, I believe.
Well,
There's
apparently he
many people that
screamed
would
for
understand.
Silas. Catalina would know more about it if you want to ask her, because she was the interpreter. But
He screamed
he
for Sai.
for Silas. Yeah, he wanted Silas so
Sai is
bad.
like his brother.
I know. Silas has told me that's his little bro, and but no, and From was quite aggressive apparently. So it's something I am dealing with. I want you guys to know it does not need to go outside of this yet. But I will let you know if it does. But he
Dallas,
was.
if he goes after Storm again, I won't have any control over myself.
He's
Storm is
gonna.
someone who's gonna.
He's gonna go after him again. I know he will. Anything Storm does outside of, if Storm even fucking spits on the sidewalk, and he sees it, it's gonna
I
be a
see
problem.
him put his hands on him, I will lose myself.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. But no,
I've seen too many people like Storm get turned and then they end up committing suicide or doing something that causes them to lose their lives at a very young age, and I don't want that to happen to Storm. He's a good kid.
yeah, from what I understand, he's like for what he's been through, he's an absolute soft being, which should
He
not be the
is
case. He should be very angry.
aggressive and feisty, and he's really nice. He's a sweetheart. He doesn't understand anger because of what they did to him.
Did they suppress
Logan
him?
and I,
Because I understand that he was
they did a
born
bunch of
wolf.
things to him. They did a bunch of things to him.
Hmm.
Stabbed him with a silver pokey stick. Tased him, gave him drugs.
I heard that
You
he
name
had
it.
implants put in him as well.
Mhm.
Um, it was noted down. I have redacted the MDT, by the way, just to make sure that his personal stuff is not known to the public. But it
I
was noted
appreciate it.
down that he repeatedly was rubbing the back of his head, um, which worries me because I recently was working on a case where I found blood and a
A blood and
rolled up
t-shirt
t-shirt.
behind Blackwood's, correct?
Yes.
That's where Storm sleeps. That was his blood. That was his shirt.
Well, I found that same blood.
Someone had smacked him back up his head with a baseball bat. He told me about it.
Well, I found that same blood up on Mount Chiliad, so you need to get the full story out of him because they didn't just
On Mount Chiliad.
smack him in the back of the head. Something else happened because there was surgical stuff up there. And his blood was all over the place.
God damn it.
I cleaned it up.
Dallas, that boy's been through so much, and I just
I know. That's why I don't know, my heart. But I don't know if you know my backstory or anything, but I was taken in by an Actena. She was basically my grandmother. That's why I know so much about you guys. So you guys have a very special place in my heart, and if I can help, I will lose my job to do it.
Batman, no.
That's
Because half these people can look at someone
with
that they've
me.
seen fucking ever
Now I
since
won't answer
I didn't know
questions,
I am
but
what I am.
oh shit.
I grew up Hamid. My grandfather, on the other hand, is a very ancient Garu. He travels everywhere.
Does Storm have any idea of what he is or who he's come from?
After that incident, I'm like,
Innocence. So I come from a national protected forest up, way, 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 way up north.
demon time serve, call it a day.
And
So
before we came here, I want to say I was about 20 years old. Oven, myself, and Ashid were picking herbs to restock our medical supply. and we saw plummets
Well, and
of
that's what
black
fully
smoke.
brought me in.
My parents were burned alive in our hospital,
Because, like,
and we
I
hid.
kept up with it for a while.
I'm so sorry.
I am my mother's daughter,
I've seen like 3 days
as
of that
they
shit.
say, and I protect those that cannot do it on their own. Storm is one of them.
Storm's a fucking strong boy. Like, just from the first incident that I read and the second one, it states that he is a lot bigger than he was the first time they saw him. Is he growing? I would ask him if he feels like he's growing, because that might be something you guys will want to worry about.
So I've been working with him. He doesn't remember much of his mother and father.
Has he seen them at all? Like when he's
No. So
sleeping?
he thinks his mom is alive, but the thing is he took his first willing shift into the Umbra, and he saw his mother.
Oh shit. That could mean a whole bunch of shit.
That's what I told him. He's like, does it mean she's dead? I was like, no, it doesn't necessarily mean she's dead. She could be in a coma,
What does she
for all
look
we
like?
know. To him, she's a very, very huge dire wolf.
So
White?
that's
White.
pretty decent.
Oh
And
shit.
then even with the lawyer, you're looking at maybe even
That could mean so much shit for him too, because if he's seeing her like that, it could be truthful, or it could be that he's still stuck in the brain of which he was born. You know, like where everybody looks big.
The only thing that he
Excuse me,
has.
just 1 second. Hello.
Hey, I think Schultz fell like mentally passed out, and I don't feel comfortable leaving her alone. But I got places to go.
Where is she?
Postal code 796.
Pick her up and take her to VPD and just drop her in there. It's locked. She's safe in there.
All right, I'll impound her car.
All right, baby. Let me know if you need anything.
10-4. I just wanted to let you know what's going on.
Okay, no, all good, all good. Bye. Sorry about that. But no, like, it could be that he's still stuck in being a baby, or that she is something you guys need to worry about. Like, according to my grandmother, those are very rare.
To my history and the stories my grandfather told me, they can come to you in your most dire times of need, when you don't understand what's going on with you spiritually and physically. With him, I think it's his mom reminding him that he may feel weak, but he is of stronger blood, if that makes sense.
What color is he? Do you guys know?
He can't shift in lupus yet. We are working with him.
I wonder if he's white. He's gotta be white.
So he has a half moon, kind of like a birthmark, on his hip, with a shadow of the moon on it. That's the only thing he really knows that has any ties of who he is.
Like the moon shadow?
And Hunter's working with him too.
I know
I've
before the
heard
great
of that
audition prior or whatever,
from
fucking he had like fucking
my grandmother's stories. It's something about the like the deep umbra, like the secrets and the
According to my grandfather, the deep umbra is where the lost knowledge of hidden tribes are stored.
thought process.
And the only reason I know that is because when I was 5 years old, I liked to ask a lot of questions, and I got too curious and read a lot of books.
Well, when my grandmother, her name was Sagrin, was she found me in a very weakened state, and took me like to her. I'm gonna call it a village. I don't know what you guys call them, but very secluded, and for what she was, like her hut was like away from everybody else's, but everybody sought her out for knowledge and information. And
She, in turn, would be an elder.
well, she was fiercely protective of me. She like everybody wanted me out, and she saw something in me, and unfortunately I'm not going to give you too much information about that, but
You know,
um,
you tell me as much as you're comfortable with. I don't
mhm.
like forcing people to tell me.
It's hard because your side of things is very much intrigued by me right now.
Mhm.
And has told me straight to my face that they will be searching for answers about me, and if they don't find them, they will get them out of me. So,
Who said this?
never mind. But
If
if
they
it does
harm you,
come to
I'll
that,
deal with them.
I'm not unused to it. It is something like it's very much something I've dealt with my whole life.
Mhm.
But the only hint I can give people is that I was born into this. I've known about everything my entire life. It
Mhm.
is that's the only hint I can ever give anybody.
That should be enough.
It should be, especially when I'm as helpful as I fucking try to be anyways.
Mhm.
Um have you know Milo and what happened, right?
I know Milo, and I know that Fawn is also chasing Milo and Maria.
Yeah, so the other night, 2 nights ago,
Mhm.
From finally caught up to them and arrested Milo, and it sent
Mhm.
Milo into a fucking rage, and he shifted
Oh
and
gosh.
attacked. He attacked from, and Maria attacked another officer,
Mhm.
completely knocked her out, and then tried to attack me. She did hit me, and it did not put me down, which makes her ask a lot of questions.
Mhm.
um,
Do you know about Maria?
what's that?
Do you know about Maria?
I know a little bit, but not enough for me to be comfortable.
Would you like to know a little bit
I would, but
that I know?
give me 2 seconds because I'm just gonna finish with
Mhm.
the Milo thing because Milo did attack me. I got an antler through the stomach.
Oh
um,
goodness.
but I didn't know I did until after several surgeries because
Mhm.
I was the one that sutured his carotid artery back together so he could heal.
Mhm.
Because you guys can't do that. You guys cannot connect tissue back together. If it's connected, you can heal it, but no, he should very
With
much know
certain
that he
things,
should have died.
though. Mhm.
From put 2 mags of bullets into him, he should have died.
Mhm.
And Maria as well. I'm going to tell you this because it's something you guys should probably worry about, but Maria's arm was completely shattered. I had to 3D print a titanium elbow for her, and we had to remove her right arm because
Mhm.
her right arm was so infected from a leech bite that it was unsavable. She's lucky I
Mm.
was able to save as much muscle tissue as we could for her stump.
Mhm.
But she was in a fight with a fucking leech, and I don't know why, when, why, like,
They're
where.
after her because of what she can do.
What is she?
She's psychic, but she's not just psychic. She's also telekinetic.
Okay, that explains why books and shit were flying around while she was in
Yes.
distress. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Her telekinetic really comes out when she has no control of herself.
Okay, that makes more sense because
It
she
it
smoked
can
me in the head
also
with a book.
yes. So if her let's just say her arm was shattered and she was still using it as if nothing happened.
Yep, she was. It's
Her telekinetic can literally form like an invisible shield around her arm so she could use it as if it was nothing wrong.
okay. Well, next time you see her, let her know that her elbow is now essentially titanium, so she needs to be
Mhm.
careful because she could pretty much use her elbow and
Cause the death.
cause yes.
Yep,
And
I'll let her
apparently
know.
she's talking to Connie about getting her a prosthetic too. So
Yeah, for fuck's sake. She needs to stay away from Connie. There's too many
I mean,
things that I
why not
don't know
talk to
about
a glass
Connie.
walker? Honestly, like they could build her a beautiful fucking arm.
Because she doesn't trust many people.
She's fucking Milo.
She trusts Milo, but she doesn't trust many people.
Yeah, but yeah, she's
Because of
already.
who she is, I guess. other sorcerer councils are out looking for her kind to use
P.S.
and abuse. That's what she said. Anyway.
When you get Catalina to tell you the story, she's
Mhm.
gonna tell you something that you might want to work with Storm about, because it caught my attention very much so.
Okay.
He was able to talk to her in her mind.
charged there for
He
him
mind
against assault for an
projected.
Mm-hmm. From what I understand, it's called a mind link, according to my
Yeah,
grandma.
it's
But
rare.
I found this later after talking with him.
but he had overheard from calling him like a dirtbag and like a piece of shit, and he was getting very mad about it because apparently like he doesn't feel that about himself, like obviously.
Mhm.
But yeah, he was able to tell her that he is he's gonna lose his mind, and she was able to put him to sleep. Oh, she's telling the story. Let's go talk.
And he flipped the fuck out. And so
Are you
from
talking
basically
about
what I did
Storm?
W, yeah.
Yeah.
You be
From
careful. Apparently,
basically
she's fucking Storm's mama bear. Apparently,
I
well, yeah,
She
he
likes
wanted to
being
fucking.
everybody's mama's bear.
True.
That's
She tries that
Listen,
shit with me,
Storm
and I'm
is.
like, no,
Shut up.
no.
No, Storm's an absolute sweetheart.
He
Like,
is.
I dealt with the situation personally because, like, I went to go speak with him and talk with him regarding the whole situation, asked them to come in to talk about what happened. Because when he got pulled over, he was sitting there telling me blankly, he was yelling, he was like talking super fast with his hands, like yelling and whatnot, basically, about that night and how From was acting, how From never like listened to him at all. And the fact that I got called to translate is a whole nother thing that it basically explained. I don't know if he even bothered to communicate or anything, but yeah, there was like so many things that
Hold
happened.
on a second.
Who the fuck?
This is
Hello,
Colton.
Commando. This is his.
Hi.
Hi, buddy.
so keep going.
He's another friend.
Um. Yeah. So basically, I brought him in and whatnot, and freaking shit was getting said, behind his back that he could hear, and so he started flipping the fuck out. Like Storm was ready to flip the fuck out.
He
So
was able
I
to
had to
control
handle
himself
it.
for the most
I
part,
had to.
or
I had to help calm him down. I gave him a teddy bear and
Teddy
such.
bears normally do work with Storm.
Yeah, I had to
is he a scent boy or what?
he's a what?
A scent boy, though, like gets comforted by scents.
Sometimes,
Yeah,
yes.
he likes people that smell like citrus, which is why he felt comfortable with me and had no problems with me and talking to me directly. But then From started saying shit while he was in the cell. Not in the cell, we had him in an interrogation room. Because I didn't want to just put him in a cell. I wanted to know what the hell happened regarding the incident with From. Because I know Storm just doesn't freak out like that. Like it had to be something.
So he's just
So
instigating stuff. That's what it sounds like.
Brum wants
dude,
his W's. He wants to get the arrests that he feels are deserved, and wants to
literally
make
called
sure
him
he
a
brings them to
dirtbag.
fruition.
Wait, he called Storm a dirtbag?
I got fined for not wearing a helmet on
Yeah.
my fucking motorcycle.
Yeah, it pissed me off. But yeah,
What
Storm
kind
like
of officer talks to people like that?
He wasn't
I don't
talking to
know.
him specifically, apparently. Like outside of the interrogation room was what
He
like
was
Storm could
literally
hear it.
behind the glass. But yeah. But Storm is sensitive to smells and hearing and such like that. So like, he's a smart kid. So I'm not surprised he would hear something. Yeah, so he started flipping the fuck out, and I had to calm him down, and we had to move him to BCS. And then it turned to almost a whole nother thing there because From decided to come over there when I was never told that he was coming over there, nor that there was any command besides he would handle the report and I would process him. And I was just going to give him time served because of how long he was there. Because at that point, we were there for like 40 something minutes and had to calm him down again after From came in to BCSO when I was trying to have him talk to a psychologist that I knew. Talk to Siren. Siren. She's an absolute sweetheart. But Siren agreed with me that because of his traumatic situation and whatnot, that is why he freaked out, and he tried communicating that forward. And even when I had to put him in cuffs for a moment to search him, I talked to him the entire time, told him what I was doing, asked permission and everything to make sure he was okay with me doing it because I knew about his trauma and such like that. And he is very particular kind of dude. Like it's not that simple. Like I know some of his history and like backstory and whatnot. So like I wasn't gonna sit
Bing
here.
bong, I have keys.
Hi, Jesse.
Oh, hi
How we
Jesse.
doing?
Nice to see you
Hi,
again.
Jesse.
Hello. Wait, is this a very
It's
private
a private
conversation? Oh shit.
conversation, yes.
I just came here to pass out, but take it easy, y'all.
Have a
No,
good
you're
rest.
fine,
Yeah,
Jesse.
good.
Jesse.
But yeah, so that whole situation happened, and I basically had it to where Siren agreed with me because of his particular needs and such like that. Of course he was gonna freak out because he wasn't getting listened to, and they were trying to have him put his hands on the top of the hood and stuff and like pat him down and all that jazz. Was trying to push him to do that. So of course Storm's gonna freak out.
He doesn't like being touched.
Yeah, it's very particular,
I
and
pick up
even
Storm all the
when
time.
yeah, but he's
We are
comfortable with you.
different.
There's a difference between random people. Even Siren like looked him over real quick because she's a psychologist and also like a licensed doctor. Just wanted to make sure he didn't have any like injuries or anything like that, just to make sure he was okay. Because he was like freaking out and whatnot. And like he was pretty much good except like for some old bruising that he had. But we're like, okay, he's good, nothing else is like going on, like because wanted to make sure that like she looked over everything just to make sure he was good. And he was perfectly fine. He was like, just tell me like where you're touching and stuff like that so I know. So like, to slowly talk him to, and you could see him actively tense up. So now Siren and Archer are gonna sit here and they're gonna throw something together to pretty much have a lesson for PD on how to handle people like Storm properly.
It should have been done way before this.
No, 100%, 100%. And the thing is, most of the others know how to handle a situation like that, and no Storm. But From just wanted his W.
I'm sorry, but I'm hating this guy more and more and more and more and more and more.
You don't understand. If I could, if oh my god.
Did anybody tell you about the first time I met Dallas?
The what?
Did anybody tell you the first time I met him?
No.
We were there with Jinx. It was me, Jinx, and Les. Vest had to step out, or I had to step out for a call, came back in, Vest was in his head. Froom had put his hand so casually on Jinx's shoulder and told her, and I quote, I'm putting my hand here to calm you, but the way his hand was there, it was not calming. It was kind of like I'm trying to fill you up kind of thing. And she'd asked him not to touch her, and he did it anyway. That was my first warning.
Yeah, I remember that incident. I wasn't fully in my head, but it was just a situation that we thought it was brought up, but I guess it wasn't. Because right after that, I kind of bitched him out for it, and he was like, "Sir, you need to calm down." It's like, no, I don't.
He's like, I'm just trying to do my job as part of the law.
I have a question. How safe is this room right now?
This room?
This building is very safe. It is owned by one of our own, and it has a protection spell on it.
Okay. The way you talk about it makes me feel like everyone is comfortable for certain things in this room.
This is, in a way, a good place to openly have a conversation because we have control of who can come in and who cannot.
Okay.
We just gotta make sure the door's
Bryn,
locked.
are you
Yeah.
on duty?
No.
Double check.
This is a mall.
Okay. How safe is people? Everyone in this room in that case.
All of us could be.
We're good.
Yes.
Everyone?
Yeah, the one to my left is actually.
Colton, can you please take your helm off so they can see your face?
No, he doesn't have to. He's
No,
good.
Yeah, nobody wants to see that ugly face anyway.
I mean, I'd love to,
It's
but
fine.
I'm just kidding.
No. So as far as I can't, the fact you have another fucking badge. Fucking hell,
I
man.
love this man. There he is.
Okay. Let's put it this way. I stepped aside. I only knew what was said and that he started freaking out again because Storm was in my head and told me.
I fucking hate that shit so much.
I'm used to it because of certain factors. So I had to walk in, go, give me a hug, and then, oh my god, he passed out. He had to be put to sleep. And then we had to transport him.
Are you like me or Waggly Finger?
Waggly.
Okay.
No one's like me.
Good at football.
No, I'm safe in that regard. I even helped in Storm surgery when Storm surgery happened.
Go ahead.
Hi, Dallas.
Hi, baby. How you doing?
I'm all right. You gonna get that fucker suspended already?
Oh yeah, we're getting
working
on
on
it. For sure.
Oh, there's Catalina too. I heard that voice.
Yeah, there's even more just funneling in through the pipes
No.
right now.
I got permission.
They're filling us in on the whole Storm thing, so needless to say, if I see him target Storm again, I might be that one person that hits him across the head with a baseball bat.
Don't make me arrest you.
Well, listen. At least
It's
you
fine,
didn't.
I'll go to you.
At least you didn't have someone assume that you placed a bomb outside of the building right across the alley from your own business. Because I had someone place the bomb on Tommy's Pizza, and I was like, now why in the hell would I do that when I own the business right across the street? And that would affect the integrity of my business.
Yeah. Oh, it's funny. I code zeroed last night, and then I woke up, and I was like, I'm in your business.
It's all good. You could just live here.
Well, you could have been. Yeah, you could have been blown across the street from here.
Baby, come here.
doing?
Where is it? I can't see it.
There's just some random
Jesus
blood on the ground right
Christ.
there.
You didn't see anything?
No, it just rolled up.
Hello.
Is everything okay?
We found a bunch of blood outside the clothing store up the road.
A bunch of blood?
Mm-hmm.
Let me let you and others know.
Okay.
Guys, Dallas and,
Catalina.
Katerina found a bunch of blood outside the clothing store. On our way.
Alright, see you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
Find anything?
No, I went around the building. I went across the street. I didn't see anything. And that was while I was waiting for you guys.
All that's found.
That was graceful.
Jesus,
are you Bye, okay? Dallas.
Oh my God. Yeah. Very weird.
That's weird.
And this is it? Just
Yeah,
that?
we just searched
Yeah.
around the entire premise.
That could be a nosebleed for all we know.
It could be.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot to go off of there.
No, not at all. And I don't have any specialties that can handle this either.
I mean, depending on how old it is, I do, but not here.
All I was doing was coming to get a goddamn change of clothes.
Yeah. You
Well,
need
I'm
it.
not. Yeah.
Is this my cue to fuck off?
No, if you want to hang out,
No, you're
babe, fuck,
fine.
you're in the fold. You're in the fucking
Yeah, we're
fold.
just chilling. Yeah, you know shit. Maybe. Oh, hi.
What baby?
The The note.
Yeah, you like that?
Mm.
Did I sign it?
You did. Is um, for real?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh. Oh.
What do we
Would
think?
forensics be able to get anything off that?
Oh yeah, probably call the fucking board.
I mean, they could always scrape it off, put it in a jar, and take it to forensics.
Yeah, it's true. The morgue's not
Gotcha.
open, so.
Mm-hmm.
Married.
And I'm being called to go to late check.
Alright, well, I gotta go anyway, so if you guys, if he does want to scrape it up and bring it in tomorrow, that would be great. But I have to leave, so.
Okay.
I will see you guys around. Let me know if you guys need any help with Storm again, okay?
Will do.
Bye, baby. What's the vibe? What's the vibe? What's the vibe?
I don't know. I just wanted to fuck around with clothing before I passed out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
I like that dress. I